Manatee County woman is demanding answers in her husband's death, saying she believes there is a killer on the loose somewhere. Her husband, Patrick Mullen, went missing during a boating trip in January. Authorities found his body 10 days later near the mouth of the Manatee River with a gunshot wound to his head. Now the case is inactive. Authorities unable to determine whether it was suicide or homicide. Our Fallon Silcox joins us now from the Manatee County Sheriff's Office with the very latest. Fallon?
I just spoke with officials here at the Manatee County Sheriff's Office a few minutes ago. They say as of right now, no new leads have come in this case for a few months, and it's been considered inactive since July. But Jill Mullen says she refuses to believe that there's even a possibility her husband would have taken his own life. And now she's not stopping until she gets answers.
No matter where he was always determined he was going to set a good example for kids.
Jill Mullins remembers her husband, Pat, fondly. Both teachers, she says they loved their jobs and loved their life together.
Pat was kind, strong person, which is what he wanted his students to see.
And when Pat didn't come home from his boat trip that Sunday in late January, Jill says her world was turned upside down.
Eventually, the medical examiner's office did rule it, didn't rule on the manner of death, whether or not it was a suicide or homicide, because those are really the two things we're looking at, but did say he died of a shotgun blast.
Sheriff's officials say Pat Mullen's body was in the Manatee River for 9 days before anyone found him, with ropes knotted around his waist tied to an anchor. And with little evidence, detectives worked with what they had. But Jill no longer accepts that. She's hired an attorney to review the investigation, sure her husband was murdered.
I feel that there are significant lapses in the investigation, and I would like somebody with higher authority, with more sophisticated technology to step in and actually investigate this as a homicide.
Without any leads or new evidence, sheriff's officials say the case will remain inactive. But Jill remains hopeful that one day her nightmare will end and she'll have the answers she needs.
It's the worst.
Jill is holding a fundraiser on September 28th here in Bradenton at the King Ranch. She's hoping to raise at least $10,000 to offer as a reward for information leading to an arrest in her husband's death. Live in Bradenton, I'm Fallon Silcox, ABC Action News.